What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another GeForce Now News Thursday. And my, GFN with 22 games this week, which is one or two more than they had last week. They've already gone past that August roadmap number, and we're only like halfway through the month. So that's pretty interesting, and I certainly do love the flood of games. And I did say back in July, because June and July were so slow and dry for gaming in general and for cloud, especially in GFN, that come August, come September, I think more of a flood of games would happen. So hopefully this keeps up, but it's certainly been nice for the month of August. And I know we're all waiting to find out if Starfield might be one of the first day-and-date Xbox releases on GFN next month as well. And that's something I definitely want to talk about more in the future. But for this week, we've got the 22 games. But before we list those out here, as I mentioned last week, we've also had that Ultimate Kovacs Challenge at QuakeCon. So a lot of PC gamers have been jumping into that GFN challenge, checking that out. People at home that have been able to sign up, get in on it, and be on the leaderboards. And over 98% of people who played free and Ultimate improved their scores. And 5% of people saw like double, like a 2 times improvement. Out of 58,000 sessions that have been played so far, the average is like 1.6 times increase to scoring playing on Ultimate versus free. So this isn't really a surprise. I test all 3 tiers quite a bit. I use Ultimate all the time, and free certainly isn't my favorite when it comes to GFN, but Ultimate is just the top tier of cloud gaming, and I'm not surprised at the improvements and how much better that works for people. So that's a really cool challenge, and that's going up until September 21st still, so get in on that if you want to. With the leaderboards, each week the leaderboard gets reset, but winners get a 6-month GeForce Now Ultimate membership, a $100 Steam gift card to the top scorer. At the end of the challenge, the 3 overall top scorers are going to get ultimate prizes. So first prize is going to be an ASUS ROG Swift 240Hz monitor. Second place is going to be an ASUS Chromebook Vibe CX34 Flip. And third place is going to be an ASUS ROG Azeroth and ROG Gladius 3 keyboard and mouse bundle. No Ally on this list. That would have been a really cool one to put on here as well. But good giveaways there for that, so definitely get in on that if you guys haven't yet for the Kovacs Challenge up until September 21st. Now, for those of you into Genshin Impact, especially here on GFN, their 4.0 update is coming. That brings a long-anticipated Hydro region Fontaine to explore, as well as new characters, weapons, artifacts, and other things. You'll be able to stream that, of course. It'll be ready on GFN for you. So when those updates come along, we always like to let you guys know that GFN is aware and they're ready to update and have you ready to go there on the cloud. Now, as far as the games we have for this week, like I said, we have 22 games, so like last week, I'm not going to go through every game like I normally would and talk about them because it'll take too long. So much like last week's news, I'll just go ahead and list these out, and we'll talk about these a bit. But there's a ton of day and dates here as well. So let's get started. Desynced, a new release over on Steam for August 15th. Hammerwatch is a new release on Steam for August 15th. Moving Out 2, new release on Steam August 15th. The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood is a new release for Steam on August 16th. Book of Hours, this is a new release on Steam for August 17th. Gourd is a new release for Steam August 17th. Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew, new release on Steam August 17th. Wayfinder, new release on Steam August 17th. Bomb Rush Cyberfunk is a new release on Steam for August 18th. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, new release Steam August 18th. Age of Wonders 4, Epic Game Store. Amnesia the Bunker, Epic Game Store. Darkest Dungeon 2, the Epic Game Store. F1 Manager 2023, Epic Game Store. The Great War Western Front, Epic Game Store. Ink Bond, Steam. Kovacs FPS Trainer, Steam. The Outlast Trials, Epic Game Store. Project High Rise, Epic Game Store. Regiments from Steam. Symphony of War, The Nephilim Saga, Epic Game Store. And System Shock from the Epic Game Store. So again, this week, a lot of Epic Game Store, which is great to see. It seems like they've really made a resurgence with games coming over to GFN, which is cool. I hope we see that keep up. I'd like to see a lot more from EA. I know that partnership still exists, and there's a lot of games we are still waiting on there, both old and new. So I'd like to see that pop up, but it's great to see Epic Games on here. There's a couple of really decent games I'm personally waiting for. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one that it may not be getting really high reviews right now, but there seems to be some hype in the community about that one, and I kind of want to check it out. A huge fan of that franchise anyways. And also Wayfinder. That's a game I did play a little bit of early access. It's coming out the full game for August 17th, and Wayfinder is a new kind of like action role-playing or RPG type game, and you party up, and it's got MMO elements and that type of thing. And I don't know, it's just a game that I really like the style, and it's one I've kind of been looking forward to the full release of and checking out. So Wayfinder is definitely a good one for me. There's other decent releases on here as well, and a lot of new day and dates. And just like last week, I would say there's pretty much something here for everyone, and they're just getting a flood of games this month. Almost feels like catch up some of it, but we're also getting a lot of new releases as well. So really happy to see the past couple of weeks on GFN, the pickup here in August. I hope we continue to see that this month. I want to see more Xbox games. I want to see PC Game Pass. I want to see Starfield next month. There's a lot of things we still want to see and talk about. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for this week. That's your 22 games. Don't forget about that Kovacs challenge. If you want to get in on that, there's some fantastic prizes to be won there. And it can be a lot of fun. So, all right, guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. As always, I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.